second FX3. I haven't taken anything in a long time. I know. Our plumber, electrician, motherfucker, what else? Just tell what's gonna happen. Situation here. Take. Yeah, all in one box.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to us. 3, 2, 1. A whole year, Martin.
A whole year, Davina.
A whole damn year. Okay, obviously we're posting this on the birthday of MD Media, but we thought we should take you back in time and answer some crucial questions that I think we would have wanted to find out when we first started. Don't you think?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So, a lot of people wonder how we grew so fast. This is literally a question that gets asked every time people ask us, so when did you guys start? And we're like,
A year ago?
like a year ago.
Like not even? Yeah.
What do you think contributed to such a fast growth?
Honestly, I think the consistency, the hustling,
Yeah.
all the work that we did previously before we even started contributed to.
Actually, you know what we should probably start with is how did we even come to this?
Yeah, how
Like,
did we get here?
How did we get here? How did we get here?
It all happened very unexpectedly
Right.
and quick. We had no intentions to be here at all. It just happened.
Yeah, it just, we kind of fell into it, didn't it? Because like,
Yep.
I remember when we were first asked, is this like an official thing? We were just like, yeah, I guess it is now.
Yeah, let's just
And
call it something.
Let's just call it something.
I remember that time when you called me when you needed a drone shot.
So let's start there. So the story is, right, he quit his previous job with absolutely no plans.
Yep. I had no plan B, but I said it's time for me to go and don't look back and just do something that I love. And I did say to a few people and to myself, I'll never work for anyone ever again. And I had no plan B. It was just...
But he had like no real direction. Let's just start there. He had no
Yep.
real direction, no plans to even do or start anything. He just knew that he wanted to be something. So let me not speak for you. You speak for yourself. So what went through your head when you did quit?
It was a very sudden decision. I was pretty happy where I was at. I had everything pretty much I had most things that I asked for, but it was just wasn't enough because I was restricted.
You weren't content.
Content, yeah.
wasn't
I
fulfilling.
wasn't growing
Yeah.
anymore. I reached the ceiling and I wanted to grow, but there was no opportunity for me to grow. And I was like, I need to do something different. And it's time for me to step up and do something by myself.
That's a pretty powerful move, especially coming from the place that you're at. You were comfortable, you were set, you had a great place, great income, you were respected in your space. And the next thing you know, you're like, nah, this is not enough. Let me quit. And I don't know what the hell I'm going to do, but I'm going to do something.
Yeah, I'm going to quit. And I have faith in what I do and I'll just do it. I did work with a few people and did a bit of freelancing, which I'm very grateful for. But yeah, I had no plans and I just decided to quit and yeah, here we are.
Exactly. And you know what's funny? I was also kind of in the same place, right? Because for me, I was doing a million things. He found me at a place where I was doing a million different things, all in the lens of videography and photography and branding. And obviously social media. I had a pretty good job working with another agency, but it was a sense of, I knew that I was meant for something more and something bigger. And I've always run my own business. I've never really, like the last maybe say 5 years of my life, since before meeting you, I was very much in different places and I was always working for myself or freelancing.
You were so hard to reach, I remember.
I
It
was
was so
quite
hard
scared.
to get hold of. How many times I reached out just to catch up or something, and you were like,
Yeah,
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 yeah.
but never actually did anything.
That is, yeah, I've been told that very much so. I think it's funny because um, when we first started getting to know each other, because obviously before we were friends, sort of. Actually, not even friends. We were just like we just knew each other from Instagram,
Yeah, and we
and like
trained.
I always saw him. I always saw Martin flying drones, and I thought that was such a cool thing, and I wanted to be taught because I bought myself a drone, and I was like, Martin, I want you to teach me how to fly a drone. He's like, absolutely. I fly at the park all the time, and I was like, yeah, perfect. I'll meet you there, like in the morning, blah blah blah, and then come to it, and I'd flake.
And morning never came.
But there was a job that I needed him for, and this is where everything literally changed.
Started.
I was shooting a campaign for Barbambi for something with another event company that I was working with, and I needed a drone shot. And I was scared because the ceiling was quite low, and my drone was freaking massive. The drone that I had, the Mavic 3, it's too big for inside, right? And I
Definitely.
was like, who do I know that flies drones? Martin. Cole Martin. He's like, I'm currently in Whoop Whoop, but yeah, I'll come down now. And
I
I was
was in
like,
Greenville
yeah,
at the
you're in
time.
Greenville. That and obviously
45 minutes away.
Barbambi's in the city. And
Yeah.
I was like, are you sure? He's like, yeah, I'm coming now. He came, he flew drone, and then literally after that, I was just like, let's sit and let's have lunch. We ended up having lunch at Grilled, which we revisit, and we're like, that's where it all started, literally.
Yep.
So we sat down, kind of literally just started talking about the jobs that we do. That's literally how it started.
Yeah.
And then we thought about like working together at whatever capacity. And he was talking to me about some projects that he had, and I was like, yeah, absolutely, I'd love to, see what that's about. And then from that meeting, we had another meeting, and then another meeting, and then you were like, I have this wedding that I'm doing.
Yeah. Do you want to come? And we did that wedding together and with a friend of mine, which was a full day from 7 a.m. to like midnight.
Let me tell you, weddings are next level. I decided that day I'm never doing a wedding. It's too full on.
Yeah, and on the way back, we're on the West Gate.
Yes.
And we're like, we got to call this something. What are we doing here?
Yeah.
And you're like, let's just call it media company. And it didn't take a lot of effort when we did the name. It was like MD Media,
MD
Martin
Media.
and Davina. And
Yeah. And during the time as well, we're kind of navigating the place of starting a whole new company, but then also knowing that we have ties with another agency and what that even looked like. But thankfully, it ended amicably. And yeah, from there, it kind of just like one job after the other, everything just landed in our lap. It's almost like everybody was waiting for us to start something.
Yeah. And since the day we started, like it was very quick. We had
So
clients
quick.
from day one. I think we said we made like 25,000 the first month.
The first month was like 25,000,
I was like,
or
wow.
I think more.
I think it was around that 25, 30,000.
Something around there. But I was just like, how the hell did? Okay, because as an individual who would work freelance, right? Not that much money would land in the account in such a short amount of time. So the unlock of a different level of thinking after that money hit the account, I was like, holy crap, we have something here. Let's keep freaking going.
Yep.
And then we never did an outreach to anybody. It's almost like as soon as it happened and as soon as we decided to do the thing and we just started talking about it to people, the words just got out there, and then people just started wanting to get us for social media management and videography. And our first client was Chiconi's. Was it Chiconi's? Is it Volume Hair? Volume Hair. So the craziest thing, right, is that I've been doing my hair with them for the longest time, and I've been partnered with them to do my hair. And then I just chatted with them one day, because they found out that I do social media, and I was like, yeah, absolutely. We do our own social media marketing. Had the meeting, and then went back and forth on the price, and then they literally signed up, and I was like, oh my god, like this is it. Like
I remember negotiating the rates and the prices, and then we locked in something, and yeah, that was it. That was the first client. It was
surreal.
Surreal. Yeah.
It was surreal for sure. To know that, I think the one thing that we did know is that we decided this very very early on, is that doesn't matter how much is in the account, we would never go crazy. we would never go crazy in a way that like we spend so much on ourselves. It was always like the mentality of let's not touch the account until we get to a certain amount. And we weren't like, you didn't have a stable anything
Nope, that
at the
was my only
time.
thing. But
Yeah.
I managed to.
Yeah. And I was able to get him into the agency that I was working at the time. And that helped a little bit. But it's just like, cost of living is crazy.
Yeah.
So the fact that we decided for ourselves, okay, let's just make sure that X amount is in the account before even touching it.
Mm.
And man,
Even to this day, we don't really touch it much.
no, we don't. I think that's the perfect thing, is that we're not doing it for literally the monetary aspect of things. It's quite literally just we love the work that we do.
Yeah.
We want to make this into an empire that exists far beyond us. And the craziest thing is, when we started, we didn't remember the first hire. Oh my God, I remember being in the car with you and being like, I can't believe we just hired someone.
Yeah, and we need to pay someone
Do you
every
remember
week.
that?
Yeah.
How wild.
It was crazy. And who was our first? It was Carly.
No, Romina. Official.
Official. No,
Actually, yeah, Carly.
Carly helped us
Yeah.
a bit.
It wasn't like an official thing with Carly at first. So let me fix this. It wasn't an official thing with Carly at first because she was a friend of Martin's for a while, like the longest time. You guys were together the other
Previous job,
workplace.
yeah, we're together, and we worked. That's what I taught her how to use cameras, the basics, pretty much. And then I left after she came to our team, our team, like 2 weeks after, and she was thrown in the deep end. She had to learn things for herself, but that's how we became friends, and we stayed friends throughout the whole year when I was doing stuff. And after that, yeah, I was like, Carly, we need your help because we're doing something, and I think you can help us.
But I think what we were really clear on at the start is the systems, first of all, and then obviously the people. And we knew the types of people that we wanted, because obviously we came from jobs that, I don't want to say weren't very good, but just didn't have the right type of culture that we wanted to exist in, right? So for us, it was really, really important to maintain a culture that was warm and inviting and carried the same values that we both did, right?
Absolutely.
So I think we've done a pretty great job.
Yeah. And one thing that we said, remember, I said to myself, we'll never like scrap that 9 to 5 thing. I don't like that. Whoever comes, works with us, they can have the freedom, of course, to get the job done and everything, but no hours. You don't have to be here 9 o'clock. Come whenever you have an appointment in the morning, do your appointment. Come whenever you come, just get the job done, whatever you need to do, the project you're working on. We don't micromanage. We just, just give them the job.
Let me tell you guys, 95% of our staff has come through Morden, and you're a great person to be able to tell someone's character, because the people that we have now, let me tell you, are just incredible, incredible people.
Yeah, they're all friends from the past, for most of them from the previous job, and they're still here from day one.
Yeah.
And
what do you think? Why do you think that is?
Why they're still here? Well, they're still here because they can see the value. They can see our vision. They believe in the vision that we have, where we're heading.
Yeah.
And they know that one day, everyone will reap the benefit.
Exactly. It goes back to, we had a team meeting today, and I was crying, because it's just like thanking them in allowing us to actually carry them in this, reword that, allowing us to, what am I trying to say? The fact that they've trusted us and literally ride the wave in this incredible freaking journey that we're on has just been, I was like in tears, because like I can't believe.
You did cry.
I did cry.
You did cry a little. We got emotional.
Yeah, I got emotional, because it's just like, wow, the fact that we've hit a 1-year mark and everybody that started with us are still here, and they've been riding the entire way with us.
And obviously, we just got our 10th employee.
What? Oh, yes. I was like, what? Yeah. We just made another hire today. So that's
10th.
Really, really insane.
Do you remember the first payment?
First payment. Do you know what's crazy? Okay, let's go back to the very first client.
Yes.
How wild was it? Because, okay, a little bit of backstory. The first client was my hairdresser. We just started yapping on about, they were always just curious about what it was that I did. And I was like, I've actually just started my own media company. Anyways, ended up having a meeting, brought Martin in with his big ass camera, And
It
then
wasn't that big at the time.
I wasn't that big at the time. It was just a
As a time.
A7 IV.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, the A7 IV, which
We'll
was
still have it.
trusted,
That one there.
that one right there. Yeah. So we had a little bit of back and forth, obviously, in the price. But then when they settled on the price, we were just like, oh my God, we just signed up our first client. Volume Hair. That was our first client. And they believed in us. And just the funny thing is that we were still in the process of confirming all the company details because it was with our tax accountant. And they were like, what did they say?
GST, I think GST.
The GST situation. And we were just like, oh shit, like, how do we even navigate this? And
We're not even registered for GST.
we haven't even registered yet because it was like in the process. Anyways, Martin, luckily, it's like this guy just knows everybody. He knows a tax accountant.
Martin, my best friend.
Yes,
He's
one of his best friends. And then straight away, it was processed really fast. The next on the next invoice, it was there, the GST. And man, this just goes to show that we honestly, like, we knew how to run businesses, but not to the extent that we do now. The challenges that we had along the way, oh my God, it's far and wide. Yeah, we got in the car and we're just like, I can't believe we just got our first client. What were your thoughts during that time?
At that time, I don't know. I had mixed thoughts. I didn't know if you were all in at the time. I wasn't sure if that was something you wanted long term.
Really?
At that point before.
That's so interesting.
Yeah, because I was like, is this really happening? Like,
and
we were not even friends, and now we're doing a business together, and then we have trust at each other so much.
Oh
like,
my
I've
God.
trusted you since day one, and I still haven't.
The craziest thing, right, is thank you so much for actually mentioning that, because from the very get-go, from the very, very, very beginning, I was very clear on understanding everything that's got to do with Martin before even like really truly jumping in, because your business partner, you're trusting it with your entire life. Like, this is your future, right? So from the get-go, the first bits that we kind of discussed was, what is it that's in your current situation that could hinder you from growth?
Yeah.
So straight away we're like, what skeletons are you hiding in the fucking closet? Say it now, flesh it out. Let's deal with it together before even jumping right in.
And luckily, like, there was nothing to hide. I've always been pretty clean, pretty legit with everything I did. I never done anything illegal. I've never had a loan or anything, so there was nothing to hide.
Yeah.
I wanted to know what you were hiding, if you were hiding anything.
It's a fucking lie. He has a whole ass. What are you talking about? You can't lie. Don't lie. What do you mean? You have a freaking, what is that called? Latitude bullshit.
Latitude is not a big thing.
No, it is.
Yeah, I didn't want to say it at the time. It was a bit, I didn't know whether I should say it or not. And I'm sure you had some things too that you didn't want to say. But most of the things were pretty good.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
But I think it's knowing that, like, we don't have any. I think the one thing that I wanted to know was, were you good with your money?
Yeah.
Like, I wanted to know if you were good with your money, because if you're not good with your personal money, how the hell are we going to be good with our business money?
Yes.
And he's not that great with his money, let me tell you now.
I'm pretty good.
He just spends on just like freaking equipment all
I
the time.
don't spend on
yes,
myself.
you do. Do not
No.
lie.
No.
Literally, every single time he comes to me, it's always just like, we should get this thing.
Yeah, because I reinvest back in the business.
DJ, I just brought a new thing.
Hey, you were the one that came up the other day saying you should get this.
That's different. You already have a drone. We don't have a POV thing.
Yeah, but the newest drone just came out. And I'm not saying we should buy now, but eventually we'll have to
but like,
upgrade.
how is your head is always into the whole new tech stuff? Like,
look,
there's no need.
I like new tech. It doesn't mean if I like something, I'm going to go and buy it straight away.
We're keeping this in the podcast. See this?
I'm smart.
It's bullshit.
I
That's
play
not smart. That's literally just like always looking at things to buy instead of things to bring money.
Yeah, and the things that you buy bring you money.
No,
it's a
it's
reinvestment.
not always. Yes. Not always. See, I don't think this is something that we'll ever actually settle on, because he's always wanting to buy new stuff. I'm always trying to find new ways.
Because I do my research.
New ideas to actually bring money to this company.
I do my research.
I don't care about your dang
how
research.
Do you execute something efficiently? What do we need? Do we have the best lenses? Do we have the best cameras? And always, I want to add that 5%.
He thinks the equipment makes a man. That's why.
It does to a certain extent.
No, it
of
doesn't.
Course.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
20 minutes later.
How did we get here? Well, we got here with faith in ourselves, with our staff that helped us get here, and with hard work and lots of sleepless nights.
Lots of sleepless nights.
and many more to come. Because the amount of work that's coming through now, it's quite a lot. But we're grateful that we are here. Grateful that all these people have trusted us with their businesses. And yeah, we just keep going.
Yeah. I think what really works and why we've been able to keep the culture that we've been able to actually cultivate is that we have, what processes do we have actually? Because we run a lot of meetings. We run a lot of realignment. We have a lot of OKRs in place to be able to actually keep everybody involved and keep everybody aligned. Because I think the one thing that we do well is being able to communicate to everybody every time we have a milestone. Like the milestone recently we've just landed one of our biggest clients to date.
The biggest.
The biggest client to date, not just financially, but in terms of the heaviness of the project. And getting to that next level and almost having to adjust everybody to think in that realm and not just the comfortable stage that we're at in terms of being able to do, a shoot and then edit and then a schedule. It's no longer like that. There's so many layers to every project that we take on every single time. And I think every single client that we take on, one after the other, the next one that comes and the next one after that is always a lot more complex than the previous.
Yeah.
And I think it's a testament to the way we communicate and we set expectations and the way we navigate literally our team meetings, and the belief that our team has in this company is honestly an extension in the values that we hold as individuals. Because MD Media is not just the name, right? It's not just Martin and Davina. It's what we both stand for, the values that we actually uphold in our own personal lives.
Exactly.
And the way we uphold ourselves. I think for me, and you can speak for yourself in here, but the values that I know I uphold is communication,
Oh, yeah.
clear honesty, transparency, and always putting people up higher.
Yeah, transparency is especially a big thing because, previously, wherever we worked, other people were not as transparent as we are. We included almost everyone in every client meeting that we can. We bring our clients here, we do the meetings in front of them. We don't hide. We always tell them, we speak openly about prices, about expectations, about everything that the client needs to know. And yeah, the team is always across it.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, like for us from the get-go, there was no hiding because we knew what it felt like being in the dark with things. And I hated being in the dark with things. The more I know about something, the more I know I can help, right? So I think being able to really put it to their face, all the financials with our team, where we're at, the inclusions, literally the stages of every part of the business, the entire team is across it. One, because I know that if they can understand the full picture, they know why certain decisions are made the way they are.
Yeah.
Right? So whether that's a team, like another hire or a certain business move, or why we're placing investments or financials into this thing is because they know the full picture. And I think the best way, I think for me anyways, I know that was the best decision from us so that they know that there's no weirdness. It was just all very, very clear from the get-go that this entire operation is to bring everybody up, not just us. It's to know that the investment back into the business, the investment back into our team, and the investment back into our clients is clear, and there's nothing else as to why this business actually exists.
And that's why we're here where we are at this point, because it's always been that.
Do you know the craziest thing is, we said this from the very, very beginning, is that like for us, it wasn't just accepting anyone and everyone. We're always selective from the get-go in who it is that we actually take on as clients.
Yes.
And I think for us, when we take somebody on, we have to actually like the people that we're working with, because we can't do, for me anyways, I feel like I can't do a great job if I don't like you as a person. And if I don't like the way you operate as a business, I won't be able to bring out the best of your business, because there's that almost disconnect in values.
Exactly.
Because I know that if you're not running your business if you're not even running your business to the best of your abilities, because you're not even attached to your business the way we are, you're not going to give it your best, right? You're always just going to half-ass it, and there's almost not that passion for the actual project. As the clients that we take on gets bigger and more complex, the same rule applies.
Yeah.
Would
It's
you
not
say?
about volume, how many people or clients we're going to sign up. It's about whoever comes gets looked after the same way as everyone else. And it's not about just a number. And no one client is a number to us. Most of our clients have become our friends, and we've built that relationship. We've related to them so much, and often we have conversations with them how they run their business, and then we share our thoughts and we learn from them, they learn from us, and they're always willing to show us and tell us.
I want to know, Martin Komorshowski, what lessons have you learned from me?
Where do I even begin? I learned a lot of lessons from you, not just business, but personal lessons as well. Probably the most important lesson is be a little bit more direct, be a better person. This is my first business that I've run. And I know you had businesses before, so you already knew things before I did. And I think from day one, I always had someone to lean onto and to ask for advice. And whatever decision I made, I ran it by you always to see what your opinion is. And most of the time, it taught me a great lesson. Be a little bit more. Wow, I've learned a lot of things. Oh man, I've learned a lot of lessons and a lot of things from you.
lying.
Like, I actually have learned a lot. How to be money smart, how to be a better person, how to speak to people, how to behave.
Can you?
Yeah.
You said this.
Oh man, where do I even start? After 32 bloody years, I thought I knew a lot of things about life and business, but then when I met you, I thought I figured out that wasn't the case. There was a lot of things that I didn't know, actually. Probably the first thing and the most important thing that I've learned, and I'm still learning, is how to speak in a meeting room with people. Because my speaking has never been like, I'm not known for speaking. I never speak from the camera. You know, looking at you, the stuff that you've done has encouraged me to actually start speaking. Hence, we're here. How to be a better person. How to be smart with money. Where to invest. Don't trust people always. First impression matters. And go with your gut feeling a lot of the times. Yeah, a lot of things.
Yeah, and I would have to say he is.
What
the
have you learned from me?
nicest. Can I just? I'll continue that.
Yeah.
When I first met him, and he still is a little bit to this day, but I'm trying to get it out of him. He is the kindest but nicest person ever. Like, he is so
Ever?
nice, and he just gives his time away like it's fucking soap. Here, wash your hands with my time.
Because I like to help people.
I know, and it's amazing. It's a great trait to have, but I think it becomes your downfall because you don't know whether the person is just taking advantage of you. Anyways,
Most people have taken advantage. So
correct. So we got rid of those people
not most,
really
but
fast.
a lot. But I eliminated.
Yeah. To your question, what have I learned from you? I'm still learning to this day. Number one, patience.
Patience is a virtue.
Patience is a goddamn virtue. It is a thing that I learn every single day. And I think I have patience with things, but not a lot of things. Things that I know that requires like immediate, why are we taking our time to these things? So patience is one thing. And pure kindness and really like giving my time to people. I definitely learned that from you. I mean, I give my time to people that I feel like are deserving, but you give your time to everybody. And just happiness. This man is always happy. He is never, like, there's never anything wrong. I don't know if he's just delusional or maybe there's something wrong
Life's
with
too short. Why not be happy?
Yeah. Even
Doesn't
if he's
matter.
sick, he's like, I'm not sick.
Nah, sick. I don't believe in sickness. You know that. Sickness doesn't exist. But look, I'm not saying it doesn't exist.
I feel like I'm being a baby.
Yeah. When you have a runny nose or this, that, you're not sick. But you're not a baby. You're pretty tough as well. You're a tough woman. Like, we've been doing this for a long time now, and then you've had some bad days, but you haven't given up. Kept going every single time.
I think
no
that's
matter
a
what.
testament to who it is that I'm doing it with. If the person that I'm doing this with was not tough like you are, I would have just been like, if you're not doing it, I'm not doing it.
Yeah. And you know I can take a lot.
You can definitely.
And
take a
you
lot.
have to be.
Yeah, this man is the most hardworking person that I know. Like, up earlier than I am, that's for sure. Can go till late, although he naps on the table, but that's fine. We don't have to tell him that.
No nap.
But he gets things done. When you make a promise, I know that you're gonna see it till the end. That's a beautiful trait to have.
Thank you.
But a whole damn year, Marcin.
whole damn year. And then we started, we had no idea that within 5 months we're going to build this.
Honestly, I think every single person that has literally brought us here, from the floor to the curtain to the electricity wire things to this to all of the furnitures, every single person has contributed to the growth of MD Media. That just tells me that the connection that we have with the people that's actually contributed to this are really, really special. And they believe in us so much that they rallied behind us.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what we're very grateful for.
Yeah,
That's why we keep those people close.
exactly.
Yeah.
The way
Not
it
even 5
happened,
months.
yeah, the way it happened, the first 3 months was insane to me.
Yeah, normally people start and then
Yeah.
the first few months to figure out what they want. We started
and we
strong.
just kind of like tried to trial and error, and we were just like figuring out as we went.
Yeah.
But I think the one thing that we got right was ourselves and knowing exactly what it is that we wanted. The systems, which I was really, really heavy on. I was like, okay, we gotta get this app. We gotta make sure that these are the things that we need to do. These are the processes, the paperwork, all of the things.
Yeah. And one thing we always said, it's not going to be just the two of us.
Yeah.
Little
What did I
company-
tell you from the very get-go? I said to you, this is not just a small time thing. I
No.
want an empire.
Yeah.
And I said to him, I was like, can you handle that?
Yeah, and that's all we hear. Like we're 10 of us now. Next year will be double. But yeah, there's a lot of things coming up for us. And yeah,
It's huge, but the whole team is hungrier than ever.
yes.
Like as we grow as a company, the entire team is just so excited to get to that next level because they know that this is something that's a lot bigger than us.
Exactly.
This is something that's way beyond us that we don't even understand.
Yeah.
Because if you survive the first year, man.
Yeah, that's the tough
Oof.
one. If you survive the first year,
Yeah.
then after
And I
that,
tell him this every single time, whenever we get to a certain milestone, is that the mountain is coming. It's
Yeah.
the view is, it's steep. But we know and we have decided for ourselves that the sacrifices we're making, we know that it's for a bigger plan.
and we're very glad that the whole team sees that,
Yeah,
and the whole team is willing to come on that hike with us,
yeah.
and
They're
we're gonna
right
take them
beside
there.
us the whole time. They were right
Yeah.
beside us. If somebody's low, we'll bring them high, give them water, and just keep on hiking.
Yeah, give them whatever they need, and we're here to help them out
Yeah.
because they help us.
Exactly.
And that's how it's gonna stay. So
To
too many
MD
more
Media.
years, too many more years to come.
Exactly. Good job.
That's it.